Welcome back, everybody. Today we are making cinnamon raisin protein bagels. Just keeping along with this trend. So we have flour, or two different kinds of swerve, raisins, vanilla extract, baking powder, cinnamon, and salt. So starting off with the basics, we have 248 grams of bread flour. I have found out it doesn't matter what brand you use. Next, 17 grams of baking powder. Next, 15 grams of brown sugar swerve and 15 grams of granular.
You forgot to say where the recipe is posted. You forgot to say where the recipe is.
Oh yeah, the recipe is going to be there or there, and then macros are going to be over there or over there. Next, we have 1/4 cup of cinnamon. Mainly because the scale won't weigh cinnamon. About that much. Next, add your salt. About that much. And then add 80 grams of raisins. Wash your hands. Alrighty, once you do that, you can use a hand mixer to mix everything together. Also use dough hook attachments because it helps everything mix in together without it going everywhere. For our wet ingredients, we have our Fage 0% yogurt. $454 grams. Next, take 2 eggs and whisk in a bowl. After whisking, leaving just enough to egg wash. And after that, put a capful or 2 of vanilla extract. After that, use a spoon to just combine. Instead of using a KitchenAid, use a hand mixer with dough hooks. And you don't want to overmix this because overmixing it makes it really sticky, like I have been doing. So just combine. You don't want to overdo it. Now that you have mixed your ingredients and scraped down your bowl, spray a plate with some spray olive oil so you can weigh your dough so you can get a pretty even amount in each bagel. Also, preheat your oven to 375.
Does the microphone and the camera still work while you have that plugged in?
Not on the camera. What's that?
You got some questions you gotta answer while you're building your bagels.
Oh, okay. Well, as I do that, spray your hands first before you touch the bagels, but hopefully you haven't overmixed it so it's not super sticky. What are these questions?
Okay, so some of these questions were taken from Instagram stories. So follow the Instagram if you haven't yet, at french.ie_list, Instagram and TikTok. So the first question is, what's one piece of advice you wish you had known when you started bodybuilding?
That you're going to be really different from other people because nobody else really tracks your food like you do, and most people will think that you're weird if you bring your own food to like company parties and stuff like that. But yeah, you're just going to be different. You're going to be an outlier. Pertaining to bodybuilding, I guess most people kind of know that it kind of takes over your life just a little bit, but I don't think it has to completely, like how some people do, like how it does for some people. But yeah, it can be really consuming, and it takes a lot more effort than what people like to make it seem like, if you want to be successful in it.
Okay, and the next question is, what's the biggest mistake you see other bodybuilders making during their cuts? Or prep?
Not really sticking to their diet. Like, I'll see some guys out there eating pizza and all kinds of junk. And it's like, well, I don't think you're exactly dieting right now. I think you're just saying that you are, but not really putting in the work.
What about when it comes to like fitness?
What is it? What do you mean?
Like what's a mistake you see them maybe making in the gym?
Oh, in the gym?
Yeah.
Overdoing it. Like, I mean, you're low on food or don't have as much food as you used to, and you're adding more work on. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, at some point you're gonna have to go lighter in weight and really focus on form, or do higher reps or whatever, but just like overworking themselves is a big part that I see.
Do you have any tips for dealing with hunger when you're cutting calories for a cut or for competition?
Well, you can do the usual, like get really high volume foods, lettuce, a lot of salads. Make things as tasty as they can be, like with low calorie sauces and stuff like that. That's what I do. Like a big part of my diet right now on my off days is eating vegetables 4 meals out of the day. So I'll use sugar-free barbecue sauce, sugar-free ketchup, soy sauce, just sauces like that that can help change the flavors of your food, of your very boring food. Um, Diet sodas is really good. That can help a lot. Some people think that you shouldn't drink them. I'm all about them. But also stay away from food is a big part. Don't if you go to a company picnic and they have 15 flavors of pound cake, you might want to stay away. But yeah, stay away from those really tasty foods in the grocery store, especially like Food City Bakery. Just don't go near it.
Or make your own alternatives.
Or make your own alternatives like I am with bagels, but like I said, just try to make tasty food within what you can do.
Okay, so kind of piggybacking off of what you just said there. So how do you keep your meals from becoming boring during your prep?
You got to get really creative. Like these bagels that I make.
I know on Pinterest.
Yeah, I found them on Pinterest and YouTube. Yeah, Pinterest is a good way to find different kinds of foods that you can make and have.
I keep telling you, the Weight Watchers moms, they know what they're doing.
Them Weight Watchers moms go hard in the paint, dog.
Okay, so after your competition, what is one meal that you are most excited for?
A big bowl of chicken and rice, mainly.
Anything more exciting than that?
No, not really. Like eating out foods is fun, but I don't know. I like bodybuilding foods, really. I don't know. I guess sushi, but that's like normal. I don't know. Food doesn't really excite me.
Qdoba.
That's for you, sure.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so AHF_03 on Instagram asks, who has the best sibling ever and why is it you?
Well, that's my sister. So I guess she's the best sibling I could ever ask for. But Scotty Fitness would be a pretty cool sibling to have. But yeah, I have a pretty good sister. Or like I like to say, womb mate.
Okay, so the next question is, how do you handle social situations where people question your strict diet, but you're not allowed to say, just don't go?
You kind of have to not care what people think. Just take your meal preps, find a microwave, heat it up, and eat it. Like you don't really, don't listen to the peer pressure of, oh, it's like, oh, but it's like a holiday, and calories don't count on holiday. We all know that's not true. We just like to say that to ourselves so we don't feel bad. But yeah, just don't fall for peer pressure. You're already weird, so just lean into it.
Okay, so other than protein bagels, what other foods have you been making lately that you've enjoyed that we could potentially film a video on if the viewers would want to see that?
I make these healthier pancakes. That's not like protein based, but they're pretty close to as healthy pancakes can get. So that's a possibility. I don't know. My mom makes a lot of Weight Watchers kind of desserts, so that could be a possibility.
Pumpkin brownies.
Yeah. My mom makes like these tiny brownie pumpkin muffins are actually really good.
So if you want to see any of that, comment down below.
Comment down below if you want to see stuff like that.
We need more content ideas.
Yeah. And also let me know what other kind of bagels I should make if I'm kind of missing out on some that I don't know of.
What are some we have thought of recently?
I've thought of like funfetti ones and apple crisp. I guess that was your idea. Pumpkin spice ones. I don't know, kind of like Christmassy ones, cranberry.
And we also talked about a cheddar jalapeno.
Yeah, cheddar jalapeno, like savory bagels instead of sweet. So, I don't know. Those are some possibilities.
Leave your ideas in the comments below.
So as you can see, these are a lot less sticky than what they have been. Just don't overmix it.
And if you haven't seen the previous videos, check out the channel.
But like do what I'm doing with this, with the mixing step. But yeah, I have 3 other, I guess this makes the 3rd. I have 2 other videos over making different bagels, so watch them. Is there anything else, or is that it?
I think that's all the questions.
Okay.
So you're free to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Alrighty, well, I'm done with these for now. Yep, so they're all shaped up and all pretty and clean and actually not sticking to absolutely everything. So now, we egg wash them. So you can use the little noodly baster thing. I like to use a spoon.
Because also we don't have a baster.
We also don't have a baster. But I feel like with a spoon, you can kind of form and shape it better. But these turned out pretty good, so I might not even worry about too much about that. Alrighty, put them in the top rack for 37 minutes, 35 minutes, just depends. Now you can clean up. Alrighty, mine cooked for 32 minutes and it does look dark, but I think that it's mainly due to the cinnamon, but they smell really good and look really good. So after they're out of the oven, transfer them to a water rack to cool. This will also help it cook a little bit more in the middle, but you don't want to toss these straight in the refrigerator or anything like that. But they do look really good. So I think the key is not over mixing it. That's just the main thing. So it doesn't matter about the flour, but still keep with the Fage 0% yogurt. So yeah, after these cool, I'll cut one open so you guys can look on the inside. Alrighty, here we have it. Let's see what it's like on the inside. Wow, that's so much better. So yeah, like I said, don't over mix it. And make sure it bakes all the way through. Well, thank you. Hopefully yours turns out as well as mine did.